Aragorn and the hobbits face the mighty ringwraiths as we begin our quest of the Ringbearer. The One Ring, the mighty weapon of Sauron, has been found by the unlikeliest of heroes, a hobbit of the Shire, Frodo Baggins.
The ring must be destroyed.
What's I do?
Upon the advice of Gandalf the Grey, he has set forth upon a quest for Rivendell to deliver the ring to safety. But in the land of Mordor, the Dark Lord has learnt of the discovery of his precious and sent forth his most fell servants, the ringwraiths led by their mighty lieutenant, the Witch King of Angmar. After a narrow escape from the ringwraiths in the village of Bree, Frodo and his companions have put their trust in Strider, a rugged ranger of the north. To lose their assailants, he has led them deep into the wilderness of Eregion, setting a winding course for the ruined watchtower of Amon Sul, where he hopes they might find Gandalf the Grey.
This was the great watchtower of Amon Sul.
But the servants of the Dark Lord will not give up so easily on their quarry. Whilst 4 of his order assailed the heroes in Bree, the Witch King and his remaining wraiths have maintained a ceaseless vigil, waiting to spring their trap. The presence of the ring has called to them, and under the cover of darkness they launch an assault upon the broken battlements of the Great Watchtower. Separated from their guide and protector, Frodo and his fellow hobbits must find courage in the face of great peril and hold out long enough for Aragorn to come to their aid. The scenario takes place within the ruined watchtower of Amon Sul, with our 4 hobbits back to back at its centre and the ringwraiths deployed upon the outer lip of stone. Aragorn does not start on the board, but at the end of the good move phase from the second turn onwards, on the roll of a 4+, he may enter play. Aragorn, Merry, Pippin and Sam all carry flaming brands. Any ringwraith who loses a fight against one of these models will back away d6 inches rather than the normal 1 inch. Additionally, Aragorn may hurl his flaming brand as a throwing weapon, which will instantly set ablaze the target. We've seen the board, we've seen the scenario, let's meet the players. Controlling the Witch King and 4 generic ringwraiths is the Dark Lord of Zorpazorp, Lachlan Linton Keane. Hi, I'm Lockie, and today I am running the Ringwraiths. I've got the Witch King, he's my big hard hitter with 10 will, and then 7 generic wraiths. Magic is going to be very spicy. I'm going to try and do some damage before Aragorn arrives. Rallying the forces of good is the mightiest of heroes, Mr. Mark Tribe.
I'm Mark. I'll be playing Strider, and the 4 little hobbits are just trying to get their way out of there. I need Aragorn on the table ASAP to negate all of that nasty, nasty magic. So let's see how it goes.
Will the Ringbearer escape the clutches of evil, or will the ring be captured and the Dark Lord Sauron return to his full power? Let the battle begin.
The great battle of our time.
The mist swirls around Weathertop on a dark and stormy night, and here we have some spooky critters coming on. The 4 hobbits are nestled in the centre. Where is their Aragorn? They're all alone. It is the first turn. 5 ringwraiths are coming down on top of you, Mark. Let's roll for priority. Does it go to the ringwraiths? It does. And we begin our spooky advance. So, I've got wraiths, I've got priority. This is a good win for me because I get to throw some spells potentially. So, I'm going to go wraith by wraith. We'll leave the Witch King to last. Let's bring in this little guy. He is going to move up. He'll probably lose a bit of movement through that terrain there, and he'll end there. And I'm just going to throw a Drain Courage on Merry, and I hit on a 2+. There we go. Merry has got a chance to resist. Marky, you've got resistant to magic. So just the resistant to magic, looking to block out a 3. And resisted. No Drain Courage for Merry. He's brave. We'll do the same with this wraith. He's going to leap on up. And I'm going to throw a Drain Courage probably on Sam this time, I reckon. I'll start to spread it around. Oh, out of the box. Oh my god. There we go. Big 5. Big 5. Looking for 5s to resist. Sam does have will points. But I don't know. We're going to spend or just the resistant to magic?
I'm feeling good. It's the Gandalf dice.
Oh, no luck. Alright, so that is 1 courage down from Sam. Beautiful start here. We'll bring up our 3rd wraith, Mr. Two-handing Pointy Wraith. And he's going to let's throw another Drain Courage on Sam. We've found our victim now. Big 1. Big 1. I miss.
Doesn't get it.
And wraith number 4. What's courage? Yeah, look, Sam's heroic combats could be a real problem.
Yeah.
I'll keep targeting him. Oh, a big Saruman 6.
So let's... Oh.
It's tough.
It's tricky.
It's tough. How much? He's got 2 will. There's probably more costly immobilizers coming, I'd say. But I mean, yeah, he's gonna be struggling to charge.
He's not going to be charging. If he gets... Yeah, okay, let's just keep the freebie. We'll save it for later.
Oh, so close. So close. So, Sam has lost 2 courage, and now my Witch King is going to come in, and he's going to finish just up the top there, and he is going to throw a big immobilize on Frodo on a 3+, so that I can force you to stay in the center and hopefully keep you close. And it chokes on a 1. There you go. So we got a few drain courages away. That is 1 will spent from all the wraiths and into the Hobbit movement. So the Hobbits have made their retreat in turn number 1. We're back to priority. Quick turns in these small model count scenarios. Oh! Couple of big 6s. And now you've got a choice, Mark. You could keep backing up that stairwell or go for a bold charge to stop some of my magic coming in. And now I will get to see if Aragorn arrives before you get the chance to, or before I have to cast any spells. So interesting moves here. But first of all, let's see what we can do with these hobbits. Frodo to the very top of that stairwell. You can see him through the little window there. So the hobbits have moved, Marky. Aragorn may arrive on a 4+. Show me the money, big boy.
Go. He's coming.
A big 1! And it is off to the ringwraith movement. So, ringwraith's movement, and I've got some sneaky tactics. Obviously, I've got a chance to throw some more magic in as I go, but I've also got ringwraiths who are in range of Frodo to make a charge. But unfortunately, not the Witch King. I'll grab that one, Marky, because of the line of sight from our Witch King here over on the right. He is blocked out by that massive pillar that Frodo is kind of hiding behind, I guess, and luckily, as Frodo's on an elevated position, I can't throw any command magical powers on him to try and make him kind of leap down out into the open. So I'm going to have to fight him where he stays, so some good tactical nous from Mark. I'm going to use this Wraith first. No, I'll use this Wraith first, right here. And what I'm going to do is move up. I'm going to throw a spell and then charge Sam. I think that spell is going to be... I'll throw another Drain Courage. And this will probably be my last one into Sam. Yeah, that's a 3. So Sam is down to courage 3, unless you resist, Marky.
Let's resist it.
Yeah. Oh, strong. All right. And he's going to go in for the charge. That Wraith is now down to 5 will, which will go to 4 will after he fights this combat. But most importantly, that is Sam's control zone negated, which means this Wraith can run around and make a charge on Frodo. So much rubble. And then before he charges, he can throw a spell. He's got 6 will remaining. I don't want to fight too many combats. We've probably only got sort of 4 or 5 combats in him, so he's actually going to save his will in case he gets the chance to throw a spell later on, but at the moment no one's going to be countercharging because I don't have priority. And then the Witch King, he's going to leap on in. Again, we'll save our will, and that's actually all we're going to fit. The rest of the wraiths will move on up.
The flaming brand rule in this scenario is really cool. So all the hobbits have a flaming brand. So what I'm going to do to try and... how it works is that if the hobbits win the combat, or whoever has a flaming brand wins the combat, the ringwraiths move D6 away, so they get an extra little pushback potentially.
They get scared of the fire.
They are frightened of it. So what I'm going to do to try and get that off, we'll take Sam's combat first, and I'm going to strike up. So Sam has strike, which is awesome.
Yeah. Alright, so D6 to see how much his fight value increases by.
We need a 3 up to beat him. Let's go. 4.
Yeah.
There we go.
So you've got the fight value now, but how many attacks have you got, Mark?
Just the 1.
Just the 1.
We need a biggie.
Alright, well, here, I'll set the tone. I got 2 generic wraiths and the Witch King, but it's all the same in terms of dice because there's no might. And I have started strong. I've got the 6.
Alrighty.
You need a 6 to win the fight, but of course you could burn Sam's other might, so a 5 would do it as well.
So can we get that magic Gandalf 6? Let's see. No.
Oh, big 2. All right, well,
Okay.
Sammy Boy loses.
Okay.
He's got enough space to back away, so he won't be trapped. I'm strength 4. If we have a look at Sam's profile card over here, defense 3, so it's 4s to wound. And I've got 2 wounds on Sam.
Wounds.
He's got 2 wounds, doesn't he?
He has 2 wounds.
But he's also got 2 fates?
2 fate. 2,
All
2,
right.
2.
Let's see those fate. I reckon
All right.
Sam's probably alive.
Alright, number 1.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
Oh, jeez. Number 2.
Yes, big Gandalf
There
6
we go.
there. Alright, Sammy Boy lives, and if you can just pull those wraiths back an inch, or we'll move Sam back, sorry, but we'll do that in a sec.
Sam
And our next
down.
combat is just a generic wraith who's charged against Frodo.
Correct.
Now, Frodo's on an elevated position, Marky, so he's going to be defending a barrier.
Yep.
Any heroics for him?
No. He's got
He doesn't have strike, I don't think, does he?
I don't believe so, no. No, just defense.
Just
So
defense.
Could come in handy without the mithril coat, this one.
That's true. Probably not worth spending it
Not
here,
right
though.
now, but he's got his 2 attacks, so...
And I've just got 1, and I'm on a 1.
Mate, sorry, he has 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 1 attack. But
Yeah.
I'll be striking past the barrier.
Yeah.
You've won that fight anyway. Nice,
Classic.
Frodo.
Classic.
Pull that ringwraith back. Frodo says, "Not today,
No,
buddy."
thank you.
And strength 2 without sting.
Without
on
sting.
defense 8. That is 6s by 5s. Good luck, Frodo.
Here we go. Let's go. Gandalf 6. And
No wounds there. So the hobbits have weathered the storm. We managed to sucker a fate point and a wound from the indomitable Sam.
Yep.
It's going to be tricky. Hopefully Aragorn will arrive next turn. Let's look at priority, Mark.
Let's do it.
Big 4.
Oh,
Big 4. Now, it goes to me, doesn't it?
Back, yeah.
It swings. All right. So
Yep.
we'll let Mark have a think about heroic moves and we'll come right back.
Evil has priority. I need to make a move. So Frodo is going to call a heroic move because he needs to get out of the way. So he's going to use a point of might, and I'll just swing. I'll swap the sides. And he's going to back away because the key is Frodo. Frodo is key in this game. So he's going to back around the corner.
Moving up into the stairwell.
And he's going to go up into the stairwell. So
I guess you got to make sure you stay within 6 of the future moves for other other dudes.
True. So
but
I
at least
we're
now,
fine. I think we're fine.
I can't. I'll have to roll a 6 if I
Yeah.
want to charge him to climb up there because he's
Yeah.
got that elevated position.
Yeah.
All right. What are the other hobbits doing?
So Sam will make his own move. So I'll just make sure. Yeah, 6 goes out. So Sam's being courageous.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
He's going to make a clutch play. I can feel it.
So he's down to courage 4.
Oh, of course, dude. I forgot all about terror. I was like, just charge me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So courage 4. He's
Courage 4.
Who's he charging?
He's going to charge the Witch King.
All right. Scary times.
Scary
He's a spooky
times.
foe.
So
Now remember,
does he
that's
have a
down.
negative as well.
Yeah, so it's actually courage 3. He's got some will points though.
Courage
So
3. Yeah. Okay. So
all right, let's see what we do. 2
2
dice.
Here we go. Sam was the brave.
Oh,
Hey,
clutches
he's
it.
good.
Loves it.
So he loves it enough to swing around and charge both.
So here's going to tag the Witch King with the sword to his chest and... or the Witch King and the Nazgul with the
yep.
sword to his chest. All right, and then you've got Merry and Pippin
Merry
left.
and Pippin, so they're going to be down to 3 as well.
Because they're base courage 4, aren't
base
they?
courage 4. So big play here because essentially he's going to be trapped. So
Going for the 2-on-1
we need
against
the
that
2-on-1.
Nazgul.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll go Merry first. So big 7.
What was that,
4.
6? 4, so he would have to burn... Oh, he's got no will.
He's out. He's got.
All right, Merry. No luck for Merry. Let's see if Pippin can
Okay,
be
so
Pippin the
Pippin.
Brave.
Pippin, here we go. There we go.
Loves it.
Okay,
All
so
right.
Pippin is going to go swing down. There we go. So he wants a piece. All right, Aragorn. This is the big one.
We've got the charges, but does Aragorn come in to support? Has he heard their cries
He
from the
wants
top
it.
of the hill?
Here he comes.
Oh, here he comes! Aragorn with the flaming
So-
brand.
Where does he walk on to?
Yeah, you've got some options. You could come in from the side. He gets placed anywhere on the board in base contact with the edge of Amon Sul. so he could be on the left flank, he could be on the right, he could even leap up this gap and try and he can't charge this turn. Might be better probably peeling in from the back.
I think he's got to go. So yeah. All right, Aragorn pops on and he'll move out into.
Can't charge, but boy, is he a scary looking threat.
Here we go.
So ring wraith movement, I've got 3 wraiths charged by brave hobbits, so only 2 to react to Aragorn's arrival. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 1 racing after Frodo. I can't throw any compels at him. If we come and have a look, Mark, you guys will see he is up that stairwell now, so he's out of line of sight of both of those wraiths. So this wraith is going to leap up there. He needs to roll a climb test. I'll go over to the dice box for that one. And a big 3, so that's enough to get him up. And then at the end of his move, he's going to turn around and throw a Drain Courage on Aragorn with 1 will. I need to get Aragorn's courage down. A big 4, that's 1 dice. Marky, you want to roll and hold? I believe in you. He fails. So that is 1 courage down off Aragorn. Then I've got my last remaining Wraith. He's going to leave Aragorn's control zone and go and charge Merry. And then as he does, throw another Drain Courage on Aragorn on the way. So 1 more big Drain Courage on the Ranger. And it's a 3 that goes off.
Let's try it out. Let's see.
Oh, and the big 6. So he retains the will. So Aragorn loses 1 courage and I have got an extra Wraith in the combat. So, combat time. I've got 2 combats to choose from with priority. I'm going to start with the Witch King and that generic Nazgul against Sam so that I can get him while he's trapped. But before that begins, any heroic actions, Mark?
Sam's going to call his strike.
He's going to do it. All right,
he needs it.
Let's let you set the tone first. A single dice. Let's see how Sam goes.
Here we go. Let's go.
Big 6. Come on, Sammy.
Oh,
it's out of the box.
Out of the box.
Hey! Oh, okay. I've got to get a big 6. Oh, that was that's your strike.
That's my strike.
That's your strike. Okay, so he strikes up to fight 9 or something.
Yep.
So he's well above now.
He's fine.
I have got 2 dice. You've got 1. Show me the money. This is where you need that 6.
This is where we need the 6. 4.
4. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's not enough.
It's not
big
enough.
6.
I'm out of everything.
Alright. The Witch King and 2 dudes. I'm not going to Morgul Blade. I'm just going in. I've got double this. I need 4s. 1 4 and Sam is dead. Okay. He's alive. He's trapped. I've got 2 more strikes. If I choke that again, Sam will survive. Oh, so close. We get him on the 5. Take him
He
out
is
of
dead.
there.
He is dead.
Sam falls. The first hero to die in our campaign, which is exciting because it means we'll get to test out the hero rolling mechanics.
There we go.
And now we have 2 generic wraiths fighting against Pippin. Poor brave Pippin. You got 1 dice. Let's see what Pippin can do.
Let's set the time. Here we go.
Strong. I wonder if I can beat that. Not by much. Not by much. Oh man, imagine if you'd rolled a little better. Far out. Okay, well, he is not trapped because he'll be able to back into Sam's space. So we're looking for 4s again. We've got 1 4.
Oh, he's got 1 fate.
Yeah, 50-50 for Pippin to live here.
There you go.
And he continues his excellent rolling. That is 2 hobbits dead.
Gone.
Oh dear, poor Pippin.
If anyone knows me, that's my regular rolling. Unfortunately.
And that takes us into a scary turn, but Aragorn has arrived. Let's do priority.
Let's do it. Oh,
goes back to you.
Goes back.
Well, there you go. You probably would have had the free move anyway. That's going to free up Aragorn's extra might for some spicy evilness. We'll take it away with the good plan movement.
So, firstly, Frodo's going to bail. He's got to get out of there, right?
Now he's halfway up the stairwell, so that'll take him.
He's a little ways up, so
pretty high up the top.
Yep. So he's
4 inches.
All or nothing. So he ends up. If I grab him there. Oh, you would have think they'd make these laneways a bit bigger.
You would have thought. And he's precariously at the top of the stairwell.
So this is all or nothing. Now, the next part of the plan is Mr. Merry has to pass a courage check.
Where's he? So he's around.
He's on the little stair edge here.
There he is up the top.
He's got to pass a courage test, and he's going to attempt to charge this ringwraith. So
big courage check. He's at -1.
So he's down to courage 3.
Looking for 7 on 2 dice.
On 2 dice.
He's a man of Gondor now.
Here we go.
Oh, Mary! What are you doing, Mary? No! A huge choke.
Okay, so plan B.
So that doesn't work.
That didn't work.
The huge Aragorn maneuver has failed.
That did not work.
Time to develop a new Aragorn maneuver.
Yep. I'm going to try and set this dude ablaze. So I'm going to maneuver Aragorn around to here. Firstly, I need to pass a courage check because I am attempting to charge a model.
Good
and
call.
A scary model. So he's dropped 1 courage.
Plus the Harbinger, so he's
Plus
down
the
to courage
Harbinger.
4
Courage
now.
4, yep.
So 6 on 2 dice.
6 on 2 dice, so let's see how we go. There we go.
He loves it.
He loves it.
He loves it. So which model are you charging? It's this Wraith?
Yeah, this Wraith here, the weaker of those two. So he's going to get rid of his flaming brand straight away, so he's going to peg that in.
Hurl that torch straight into the Wraith's
sling
face.
it into him. So we need a 3 up to hit on that. 2, so he'll use his 3 point of might. That has to go. It has to go off.
Gotta spend it.
Gotta spend it. 3 point of might up to a 3. He is set ablaze, so he has a brand in the face, as you would all know from the movies.
So strength 9 hit.
Strength 9 hit on a D8 is going to be 4 up. So here we go.
Oh, he's absolutely annihilated him. So I take a wound, I got no fate to rip that ringwraith out of there.
Out he goes, off the edge of the board.
And now we'll just get a little pair of clippers and clip the torch off Mark's lovely Aragorn model. And now,
that's what glue's for.
What charge are you making now? You're free to engage any of the wraiths now, basically. And the thing to remember is some of these have like low will as well.
Very much so.
So the Witch King's still on 7.
Yep.
The wraith on the right there is on 3. So this little guy there in the corner, he's on 3. So he's very close to dead.
Yep.
And then the middle guy there is on 5. So they're all prime targets, but obviously stopping that Witch King with the Morgul blade, that's probably worth tying up too.
Yeah. So I think he'll go for the double charge. So he'll roll into the Witch King and then grab his mate. Now, Frodo's obviously done his scamper away.
And Mary's failed the courage check. So, into the Ringwraith movement.
Here we go.
Ringwraith movement, I'm down a Wraith. And I've got 2 of them charged by Aragorn. So I think what I'm going to do is grab this little Wraith here. He's only got 3 will, but what he's going to do is run around, not casting any magical powers. Oh, unless I blow a transfix. No, I can't channel it, so there's literally no point. So I'll get the trap on Aragorn. And then with this Wraith here, I'm going to move up the stairwell. I can't charge Frodo because I couldn't see him at the start, but what I can do is throw a compel on a 4+, and I'm going to drop 2 will on this bad boy to make Frodo charge me. And it is off on a 5, and we'll swap the cam, and Mark can try and resist.
So big resist. I'm going to use the resistant to magic, and I'll take 2 from his store. I don't want this to go off.
He really doesn't want it to happen. You've got to equal a 5.
So beat a 5. Equal 5.
Oh, Frodo, come at me, big boy. And
wow.
He is coming in for a charge. And we'll also note that is now your 6th one in a row. Oh no, you threw the torches.
No, I got the 4s, yeah.
So you broke up that streak.
That's
My
6
God.
ones in this game.
Your rolling hasn't been that hot. We have executed the charge successfully, and that will take us into the combat phase. You've got priority, Mr. Marky Moo.
Yep.
Do you want to do Aragorn or Frodo first?
I think Frodo's the key one, so we'll leave it till last.
Alright, Aragorn. Aragorn it is.
Yep.
I've got 3 Wraiths.
Yep.
You have got
3 attacks.
1 Aragorn. Can I have 1 more black dice?
Yep.
Thank you. I'll set the tone because I've got the lower fight value at fight 5. I am on 5s with no might. A 5 or a 6 and it's yours.
5 or a 6. Right, Aragorn, let's go.
What the fuck? That's not possible.
That is not possible.
Aragorn has rolled triple 1s. And he is trapped, Marky Boy. I didn't declare to use the Morgul Blade with the Witch King because I want to save her for Frodo. So I've just got 3 normal strikes to strength 4. That is 5s to wound. You're probably going to be fine, but wow. No wounds. And the second set, because he's trapped, 2 wounds.
Okay.
You want to just take him and save the fate point in case I use the blade?
Here's Aragorn.
Look at him.
Oh, man.
Alright, well, let's go to the important one and hope the Ringwraith rolling maintains.
Alright.
How many attacks has Frodo got? Just the one,
the
right?
one.
Yeah.
Just the one.
Okay. And I got 1 big attack from a Wraith. I've got the fight value. Did you heroic defense with that last might point?
No.
Okay. Saving it for against the Witch King himself, probably. I'm on a 4. What is going on, Mark? What did you do to anger the dice
Pretty
gods?
normal. This is pretty normal, I'm not going to lie.
Alright, so I get a chance to wound Frodo, which won't kill him, but we might be able to deal some damage. So I'm strength 4, your defense 3, so that is not a wound, and I've got no might.
No.
But most importantly, you're against an edge, so on a 4+, you back away and fall down to my beloved ringwraith companions. Out of the box.
Ooh.
Damn it, he doesn't...
Okay.
Okay, so he maintains his footing and the ringwraith backs away.
Edge.
What a turn!
Oh, dang.
Alright, let's do priority.
Alright.
It's a big 1 for me, which
Okay.
means that unless you roll a 1,
Hey!
you got the 6. Priority has gone to the
Okay.
forces of good.
There's a few things to do here. So firstly, Merry he's feeling courageous, so he's going to roll his courage check and see if he can tie up this ringwraith here, sap a bit of will off him. So we need 7s on the 2 dice.
Excellent.
Standard.
Mary's roll of luck
He's loving
continues. He's cowering over there.
Holy, yeah.
They're scary enemies. Alright, well that leaves you with Aragorn to deal with, and you've got to try and maybe avoid a 3-point trap. Is it possible?
So I'm going to have to take my courage to charge the Witch King, and I'll have to just swing around. I don't even think that's going to matter.
I guess what it does do is it gives me a tasty opportunity to keep fighting Aragorn or go after Frodo. So
yeah.
you're making me think about it. Let's see that courage
Sure.
check.
There we
Courage 4 for Aragorn
Courage
with the
4.
Harbinger and the debuff.
There we go.
He loves it.
He's fine. So he will charge the Witch King, and he's just going to swivel around.
Swivel around.
Yep.
And then Frodo Baggins.
Frodo Baggins. Okay.
What you doing, Mark?
Maybe an unpopular choice, but he's going to make use of the nice rooftops of Amon Sul. So
Jump test that bad
he's
boy.
going to jump test up.
So let's break down the options here.
Yeah.
If he rolls a 1, he's going to be falling from here and at least take 1 strength 3 hit.
Yep.
If he rolls a 2 to a 5, he'll be up there. I'll be able to charge you, but you'll have an elevated position.
Yep.
And if you get that lucky 6, you'll be able to piss off right up to the top.
Yep.
And Frodo will probably be safe for this turn.
Yep.
So it's not that bad of a play. I like it.
Rightio.
1 dice, don't roll a 1. You haven't rolled many though, have you?
No.
No, so you
No,
shouldn't.
It's fine.
You
It's
shouldn't
fine.
roll a
Alright,
1.
here we go. Come on, Frodo.
Oh my god! It's like this is scripted. Oh my goodness. Frodo is so dead.
Okay, so yeah. So 1 strength 3 hit. Which will be...
Yeah, just the 1. So that's 4s to wound. Is Frodo going to break an ankle falling?
Here comes the 6.
Hey, there you go.
The 1.
You got the 1 we want.
Okay.
This is just obscene.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Frodo falls prone. Well, this is all according to plan. I was hoping that would happen, albeit slightly unexpected. I've got options now. Frodo's back down in the game zone. Do I make charges? Let's come in and have a look. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ringwraith here, and he is going to take a jump test, and he is going to leap down onto Frodo. He needs a 6 to be able to land in his control zone, though. No, so he just leaps down, and we'll have to land out of the control zone, so I'll put him back here. And because of the height of that model and this little piece here, he's not actually going to end up taking any falling damage, the advantage of not being a hobbit. So at the end of his move, he's only got 2 will points left, which means he's good for 2 combats or 1 spell and a combat. So I'm actually going to use 1 of his will and throw an immobilize on Aragorn, because I need him to stay where he is. And he fails. So that is 1 will down. He can find 1 more combat and then he's gone. Then I've got this Wraith here. He's only got 2 will, so he's just going to charge Frodo. And then my big 2-handed Wraith, he's going to charge Frodo as well, but he will throw another immobilize on Aragorn. He's got 4 will remaining. This is pretty Hail Mary now, but I think this is my chance to kill Frodo. So I'm going to drop 2 will into it, needing 4s, and I've got a 5. You have got 2 natural will remaining because you resisted on a 6 that last time, Mark.
Yep.
This is a pretty important one to resist,
Yep.
because if you've got the Witch King on his own here, you're probably going to snipe him if you get him.
All my might left, so I'll use the last 2.
Yep, I'd go for it.
And let's go. So 5s.
Needing 5s.
Got the 6. Okay.
Resist. So
he
that
resists
gives
and
you
keeps
one will
Yep.
left. That is a savage outcome. The Witch King's probably in a bit of trouble
He's
now.
stuck.
But I do have
Yep.
2 wraiths on Frodo.
Yep. Aragorn's still got his 3-point of might this turn, so he is going to take it all and call a heroic combat with that 3-point against the Witch King.
Against the Witch King.
We need to... Frodo is the key in this game, so we need to get across to Frodo as soon as possible. So it's the big matchup, so we'll start with that one.
I've got a single dice in this fight. Now, I've got my Morgul Blade. I've been dying to save it for Frodo. I'm not sure if I should use it here. I mean, if I manage to win the fight enough... Aragorn's got so many fate points, but you are down to 1 wound now, aren't you? Because I did 2 wounds on him.
Yep.
So the Morgul Blade's actually pointless. So I won't spend it. Hopefully I'll survive and get to keep it. I'm going to roll the first dice, and we'll see if I can set the tone. A really big roll here would be clutch. And he rolls a 1. There you go. It's all spun around. Aragorn, roll your dice, but you've won on fight value. Let's see how close I got. Look at that. You can't get the 6 in a row. So... 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
Strength 4, defense 8, needing 6s,
Needing
and you've
6s.
got 3 natural might.
3 might left. Alright, here we go.
This is a dead Witch King, ladies and gentlemen.
Big one.
It is a dead Witch King if you spend
if I cook all...
every single point.
Gives me 3 more attacks on another
Can we just look at this?
The singles.
2 1s again, Mark.
There's a lot of snake eyes in these.
Yeah. You gonna spend it?
I got to.
Kill him.
Witch King go.
He's on 6 will.
So
that is a huge loss.
Yep.
Aragorn's heroic combat goes off now as well, which means you are getting to charge on those wraiths.
Yep.
This is the wraith with 2 will. Oh, they've both got 2 will, so they're
2 will.
effectively
Okay.
identical. Pick your favourite pose.
Yep. Oh, I like this guy. This is the favourite pose.
There we go.
We'll swing in and we'll
1-on-1.
1-on-1.
All right, shall we follow on with Aragorn's journey and do his combat next?
Yep.
So he's fighting 1 ringwraith now, and you've got 3 attacks. I've got 1. I'll set the tone again. I'm on 2s. Oh, Aragorn gets it on 4s.
Yep.
You will need natural 6s now because you've got no might left.
Alright, here we go.
Another wraith down, another wraith down.
There's a 6.
Oh!
Count that 1 again.
Yep. Aragorn is clutching it,
So
rip that
Aragorn,
wraith out of there.
He takes the wraith and
Yeah, this is the Aragorn we know, not the Aragorn
this
from
is
last
the Aragorn
turn.
we know.
But I have a chance. If I win, Frodo is prone, and I'm going to get to make double strikes. But I've got to win first. You set the tone.
Yeah.
Give us Frodo's roll.
Frodo's roll. Here we go. Okay.
Ooh, it's a strong one. I
Okay.
need to equal that. I've
I'll live
got
with
higher. I've got higher fight value. Oh, and I've got no might. Frodo pushes me back and stands up. That is absolutely huge.
That's key.
That's a big swing.
That is key.
Big swing this turn. All right, let's do priority. I think the forces of good have prevailed here. Ooh, swings back to me.
I'll swing back.
Now, you've only got those 3 points of might this turn,
That's
so
correct.
do you actually want to call the heroic move or save it for combats? Because you losing all those might that last round is the only thing keeping me in the game, I think.
Yep. Need to save my courage rolls. I think I'll let you dictate what happens here. I've still got Aragorn.
Alright.
He's still got his 3-point of might to potentially help out.
Yeah, it's all about those responding combats. Well, it's Ringwraith move. We'll come right back. I have got 1 Ringwraith on 2 will and 1 Ringwraith on 1 will. So what I'm going to do is I am going to throw an Immobilize on Aragorn on a 4-up. Hopefully cast that and then throw both models into Frodo. At the end of this turn, I will die. I will be off the board, but if I can kill Frodo first, I win automatically. So, it all comes down to this Immobilize. Well, it will help a lot if it comes up. We need a 4+. Strong! Ish. We've got it. Aragorn is immobilized, but you've got will points to resist, and you've got 1 left because of that natural 6, Marky. I'll throw you a Gandalf die. If you get a 4, it is resisted, and you've got 1 free might remaining. Oh, big 6!
Who wants it?
Okay, so Aragorn is coming for me, which is a pain. I'll get both my charges on Frodo. I guess the other thing I could do is try that again, but I think that's not worthwhile. So Both ringwraiths are on. Hopefully Aragorn will fail his courage check. That is my saving grace. Otherwise I'll only have the one wraith to fight against Frodo.
I've got to give Frodo a hand. He's a little bit trapped there. He's a bit stuck. So Aragorn, he'll just come into the front guy here. This is a big one.
Yep, so you're still at courage 4 with the Harbinger and the neg 1.
Trained 1, yep. So,
just gets it.
So Aragorn's all good. So he's going to swing into here.
That's big indeed. That's really big. So Aragorn is now peeling off 1. So I've just got 1 wraith on Frodo. And now Merry is still in the corner there, and I don't believe he's actually in charge range. So that's pretty much the end of Merry's contribution to the game.
He's
solid.
Poor guy.
He's still alive. He's still better than Pippin.
Yeah. He was pretty scared, and they all saw it and left him alone.
Left him alone. Alright, so combat phase. I'm guessing Aragorn's going to call a heroic combat with that free.
Absolutely. He has to, I think. Yep.
I have got to get this wraith to survive.
Okay, so the combat first.
I got a big dice.
So
I got a big dice.
Yep. Here we go.
It's a 4.
Okay.
Not good.
So no might for me.
Oh! You're rolling, Mark. Horrendous. All right.
Okay.
Frodo backs out of there, which is so important because if that wraith had been killed, Frodo would no longer have been trapped. So even though I've only got the 1 strike on Frodo, that'll be 2 strikes effectively. I do get to try and wound Aragorn though, and he's on 1 wound, 3 fate. So looking for a 5. Ooh, spicy.
Ooh.
Fail 3 fate points, Mark, and Aragorn's off the board. Okay. 1.
Okay.
So close. Okay, so Aragorn's got 1 wound, 1 fate left. He will be surviving the game.
Fine. Okay.
And I have now 1 ringwraith versus 1 Frodo. Set the tone, Frodo Baggins.
Here we go.
Oh, it is mine! Not by much! Alright, so Frodo is trapped. I have 2 dice. If I wound with both of these and Frodo fails all his fate points, evil will win.
They'll win it.
Right down to the wire. He's defense 3, I'm strength 4. I need 4s to wound. It's a 25% chance of the wound. I got them both. I got them both. 2 wounds. He's got full fate, right, Mark?
He does. He's got 2. So
2
fate.
You need to roll them both. 2 4s. Now Mark's got a 25% chance to save the game.
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Unwounded. The Ringbearer survives, and at the end of the game, my wraiths run out of will. And wow, see, now it's really interesting. Perhaps I should have played the longer game and gone for 1 more turn, but Frodo survives.
It was all or nothing for the ring race.
And Sauron has failed to grab the ring.
This is beyond my skill to heal. He needs Elvis.
With the ringwraiths fleeing before Aragorn's wrath, the ranger shepherds them to Rivendell, where the Fellowship of the Ring is formed.
The Fellowship of the Ring.
The decision is made to destroy the weapon of the enemy in the fires of Mordor, the very flaming chasm from whence it came, and the task falls to Frodo, the smallest of all, to bear the greatest of burdens. The Fellowship cross the barren lands of Eregion, and after much peril are driven to walk the long dark of Moria, a once mighty dwarven realm that has fallen into decay and is fraught with danger and uncertainty.
It's a tomb.
Gandalf's hope of an easy passage is soon shattered in the Chamber of Mizarble, now the tomb of Balin, son of Fundin, as they find themselves assailed from all sides by a wicked goblin menace, led by 2 cunning chieftains and a fearsome cave troll. Tune into the second installment of our quest for the Ringbearer campaign to find out if the Fellowship can hold back the green tide and get the Ringbearer to safety. An absolutely huge shout out to my incredible Patreons. Without their support, these big battle reports would simply not be possible. They take a huge amount of time and resources to film and edit, and a special mention to these incredible heroes of Middle-earth, the Mega Zorptrons. To reward the contribution of all my Patreons, we'll be giving away a full set of the re-released Mines of Moria Balin's Tomb terrain set in the 3rd video of this campaign. To be in the draw, you simply need to pledge as little as $1 a month, and you could be recreating Balin's Tomb in your own living room. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe and drop me a comment down below. Now it's back to Lockie and Mark to chat through the post game.
That was a ripper of a game. I have been dying to use that terrain and play that scenario for ages. Not the best for filming. I hope it was all in focus. I kept trying to focus on the top of the ruins, so that was a bit gnarly. And a pretty themey end. I don't remember the bit in the movies where Frodo, like, did parkour up around the top of the ruins and left. Maybe that was in the extended edition. Yeah, I can't remember.
They cut it out.
They cut it out, yeah. So we went with that version. I can't believe you fell. And how many ones? Savage. Who was your fool of a took? Your worst player first?
Well, worst player had to be Merry. Even though Pippin died, Merry literally did nothing.
Yeah,
he didn't do a single.
I think he had a move phase. He moved once.
He moved into the corner that he then cowered in for the entire game because he was too scared to charge anybody.
Nice.
Yeah, Merry.
I think for me, my fool of a took is probably the Witch King. He's like, he died with 6 will remaining. He didn't really have much of an impact at all. I think he might have killed Sam. But he was with another Wraith friend. So yeah, I probably wasted a couple of will trying to drain courage Sam because then I just killed him straight away, so I didn't have to worry about that counter charge. But I just thought he was a bit of a threat. So yeah, it was a tough scenario. But yeah, really down to the wire. Now this is a campaign. This is the first scenario in our condensed Quest for the Ringbearer campaign. So if I had won in the next scenario, which is Balin's Tomb, the cave troll would have re-rolled the wound rolls. That ain't happening because you won, which means Frodo gets to re-roll his fate points. Which is going to be very cool indeed. Now, in this scenario format, there's a whole suite of rules when heroes die, and at the end of every game, you need to determine how many of their resources, how many of their might points and things get back. And if they die, they can actually die. So you roll on a table, you roll a d6 for each hero that dies, and on a 1, they die. But if you win the scenario, you get +1. So Mark's heroes can't actually die because he got victorious, and it doesn't matter about all of the might points that he spent because between this scenario and Balin's Tomb there is a rest point.
Rivendell rest point.
Because the Fellowship go to Rivendell. So we don't have to do any campaign stuff.
No, we're good.
Nice and easy. We're just gonna rip out Weathertop and chuck in Balin's Tomb. And yeah, it should be fun. Good game, dude.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys very soon. I'll have the next installment of the Quest for the Ringbearer campaign out very soon. And we're going to go and grab a whole bunch of gobbos, get the full fellowship, and start chopping up some goblins.
Hell yeah.
See you guys. That was awesome. What a crazy turn.